Hey guys, so if you follow the channel, you might know recently I moved from OnePlus to the Samsung. In this video, I'll talk about a couple of things, why I did so, and also about the transition in terms of both good and bad. And guys, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe. Let's begin. So I was using the OnePlus Nord and was looking to upgrade to the 9 series, but it was terribly overpriced, and also the 9R proved to be a better value comparatively, but sadly it came with a mediocre camera setup and I didn't really find any novelty factor apart from that 870 processor, and the competition or alternatives were offering similar or even better features at the same price, be it the iQOO 7, be it the Mi 11X or the Vivo X60. But personally, if I'm spending over 30k on the Android side, I would prefer OxygenOS or One UI. So all these other options were out of equation, so I ended up getting this phone. Now let's talk about both good and bad about this transition going from OnePlus to Samsung. So the first downside is definitely the charging speeds. OnePlus had a pretty good 30-watt charger on the OnePlus Nord as well. Even they are offering 65-watt charging with the 9R, and comparatively you are getting about 25 watt on this particular S20 FE 5G model that I have. But the worst part is they are only including 15-watt charger in the box, and in fact I got the 25-watt charger, but I had to spend about 2000 rupees. Charging speeds and the bundled package, definitely OnePlus wins here. Also, if you care about Bluetooth audio, Samsung weirdly removes the aptX HD and other aptX codecs that you normally find in even mid-range Qualcomm chipsets. On the OnePlus Nord, you can see the support for different Bluetooth codecs. Strange, but that is what Samsung is doing for whatever reason. Samsung usually has a habit of putting Exynos processors, but luckily this one has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865. But competition is still offering 870, but it's a marginal difference. So the performance has never been that bad. So now let's talk about some good stuff. On the Samsung, usually you get that micro SD card support, whereas on the OnePlus phones, you are limited to internal storage. So I kind of like that about the Samsung. Also, Samsung usually has a habit of putting the wireless charging or the IP rating on their flagship phones, so I particularly appreciate the IP rating, but on the OnePlus phones usually you don't find these. Until recently, OnePlus included them in some of their flagship models. I feel the 9R deserved these features given the price. Now I'm the kind of guy who would flash custom ROMs like Pixel Experience on the Mi phones back in the day, so I like that stock Android feel, but there's nothing better than getting that out of the box in a more stable package. And that's the reason why I like the OxygenOS for its simplicity and that cleaner software experience. But One UI hasn't let me down. In fact, I kind of like their customization in the settings, a lot of tweaks, and also their software services like the secret folder or the Samsung Pay and that Knox security. I kind of like the entire package. In fact, I feel the OxygenOS 11 is kind of a little rough around the edges, and it's a little half-baked, I would say, compared to a more refined experience on the One UI. But I'm sure it gets a more stable experience with updates, and I'm glad they did not do that oppification with at least some of their high-end models. But yes, Samsung sneaks in an ad or two in the weather app, which is really annoying. But apart from this, I didn't really find any annoying alerts or notifications, provided you set it up right. Also, I get monthly software updates promptly, so that's kind of nice. So software has not been an issue. In fact, it's pretty good, I would say. Honestly, I'm not loyal to any brand. It's that particular model or service that really defines what I like or what I do not like. In fact, I try to stay away from the ecosystem trap as much as I can. For example, I'm not using the Samsung Pass, I'm using the LastPass just so that I have that freedom. So I'm always open to OnePlus or any other brand as long as they bring some compelling products. So that's been it. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.